The Douglas County Sheriff's Office arrested a man over the weekend accused of threatening workers with a firearm.
Yeah, deputies responded to the West Maple access point on the Elkhorn River. This is Saturday morning. So employees from a tubing company told them that 64-year-old Larry Workman was fishing off a ramp and that they told him tubers were on the way and that he would need to move. They said Workman became enraged about his fishing spot being taken, made threatening statements, and began waving a gun at them.
Workman was in his vehicle turning onto West Maple when deputies arrived, and they caught up with him during a traffic stop.